With my father first. As you all know, Opemsuo is my father. And I'm extremely grateful that sometimes he relaxes the rules for me, for on behalf of the kingdom. And so I want to take and crave the indulgence of all of you to allow me to flow in English instead of our traditional mother tongue. My father knows well that says here the world pillow. Pillow. And Sunya. So we make chakra. I'm so grateful that in spite of a busy schedule and the fact that usually today being Sunday is a day for you to try and take some rest. In spite of all that, you decided to grant us this opportunity. We are extremely grateful and honored. My linguist has already given you an idea whilst we are here. The masters that are served, these are my masters. They made me who I am as speaker. We decided together that there are some serious things that in Ghana we take for granted. That is one of the positives of the Asante Kingdom that we haven't learned from. The Asante Kingdom takes tradition. They take law and order seriously. Ghana, we haven't imbibed that yet. And so we allow a lot of things to just pass by. We have been practicing what we call multi-party constitutional democracy for 30 years now. Many Ghanaians don't understand what that means. We reached a number of milestones that we should take advantage of to get down to the people and let them understand it. Yet, we don't do so. For example, our Silver Jubilee as a democracy in the Fourth Republic passed by on sound. We just assume that Ghanaians understand what democracy means. But definitely, what is happening clearly shows that our people don't understand it. I listen to radio, I hear many talk about democracy being cabinet. But that is not democracy. It's not just about talking. It's about dialogue. It's about recognizing the diversity of life. How do we factor everybody's interest? How do we live in peace and harmony? How do we imbibe discipline, honesty, integrity in the system so that we can reap the benefits that God has so richly endowed us with? It's because of this failure. That is why anytime we are getting to elections, it's like the country is going to be on fire. And so this time around, since last year when His Excellency the President launched the celebration of the 30th anniversary celebration, we in Parliament decided to take it serious, to relaunch it, and to reach out to all Ghanaians. I understand why they can go and rest after the launch. Because the sense of governments are usually visited on Parliament. And we saw what happened in Kenya recently. Tanzania is happening. They are not the people. Parliament is not the one that initiated the policy to tax the Kenyans. But when the demonstration started, they didn't demonstrate to the office of the president. They demonstrated to Parliament and begged Parliament. And so we, the parliamentarians, are usually seen as the symbol, in fact, the epitome, the pillar of democracy. But in our practice, Parliament is not taken seriously. So we decided to go to the people, sit and have a dialogue with them, try to explain to them what we understand about the choice of the country, multi-party democracy, and then get feedback from them so that as we try to reform the 1992 Constitution, we do it, we adapt it to suit the peculiar situation of Ghana. I'm saying these things not because my father Opemsuo doesn't know, because we are learning it from him. I know his voice goes far, and so many will hear through him as to why we are here. And he has taught us. I read one of his keynote addresses at the University of Professional Studies, Accra, where he talked about us building a nation. And that was one of the first things I was drawing my beloved wife's attention to, about how Ashanti Kingdom has built a nation. And for people to understand that our traditional system is even more democratic than what we are trying to practice. Because the checks and balances in our traditional system is such that you can never override them as we do in what we call multi-party democracy. And so as we went around trying to interact with our people, as he said, we actually, living in an area. We started from Tamale, we did a mock parliament in Wa, we did some sports activities in Bolga, we did the same in Tapradi, we did another in Kinkos, we went to Koforidua, we went to Ho, I did a visit to Yendi, Domango personally. I also went to Bimbala. I had to go and greet the chief in Kinkos, and all those things, just to reach out to all of them, for us to all feel that we belong to one nation called Ghana. 2 days ago we were in Sunyani. Yesterday I was in Techiman. Today I'm here in the Garden City. I don't know whether we can still call it Garden City. That's one of the challenges we will have to work on. The Garden City, Kumasi. And because of the nationality that you have been able to form, we are doing for 3 good days, we'll be here. Today, definitely we cannot come to Asante and go around without properly passing through the right channels. And so we have to give a hint. My father, His Royal Majesty Opemsuo, that will be here. And then we followed up formally, and now he graciously agreed we could do it today, in spite of the pressures on him. And so we come in to formally seek for his permission to hold a public forum tomorrow. Then tomorrow next, I will leave my able men and women to hold the mock parliament and the other activities. I'm sure they will be doing it at the University of Science and Technology before they come back to Accra. We humbly pray that Your Royal Majesty, at your pleasure, will be more than honored to have you grace the occasion at the public forum, and if possible, the others will have your men, able elders, councillors, and staff participate in the other activities. That will add more weight and importance and at least get the whole nation to focus on what we do. And so this program, we will be handing it over to the Royal Highness as yours. That will also give us another opportunity for us in Parliament to learn more of the traditional system of the Asante Kingdom, which I believe, and what I have read, and what I have learned under your feet, could help me manage this unique parliament we have today in Ghana. Luckily, my Ochiami here and my masters behind me understand this, that God gave us this unique parliament for us to take advantage of having what we call multi-party democracy, but we have two parties alone in parliament, each having 137 members in parliament, with one independent, each having 20 women from each side, 2020. And my good friend and Catholic brother, who is my second deputy speaker, even though independent, we know his origins. And even though I stand here as speaker and said to be impartial, we know my origins. And so you see, it's a unique thing that God has given us. 137, NPP independent, NDC impartial speaker, put together in one house. And we have to take decisions. And decision is about majority. Now, how do you get majority in such an equal situation? And I will let all of you know that it's through his wise counsel, sometimes I'm able to navigate some of the challenges on the floor, because I depend on my father, Opemsuo, who said to do this here. And I want to take this opportunity to, on behalf of Parliament and on my own part, to thank Your Royal Highness for all the support, guidance, and wise counsel you've been giving us. I want to thank you so much. In fact, my profession should have been a teacher, not a speaker. I like teaching them what I'm doing as a politician. I thank you so much for your thorough attention.